Hey guys, doing a TH Marine blinker trim, dual blinker trim install on a Express. I have a Baystar hydraulic steering. Not a whole install video. It's going to be a part install video because got thunder happening and whatnot. But I wanted to catch you while I was doing it. They removed the steering wheel, a couple of Allen screws. This aluminum hub piece is keyed to the steering shaft. The Woodruff key. Sorry. This Woodruff key. Okay. Got the steering wheel off. I got frustrated because I had a steering wheel puller, but it wouldn't work for this application. Put the nut back on to protect the threads. Tap real light, not pounding on that shaft, just tapping it while I have a screwdriver between the hub and the hydraulic steering, and it popped right off. It wasn't very hard to do, so I didn't need the steering wheel puller anyway. But did want to say that cool thing about this TH Marine steer, if you take these 3 screws out, the blinker trim will mount right on there. No additional modification necessary. So I plan to just get the hardware installed today, get the steering wheel back on, and I'll do the wiring another time when I'm not faced with all this threatening weather. It's, you do what you can when you can, try and get things done in a timely fashion. But yeah, that's a huge win. I would say that I've made another video on this boat and talked about a lot of things. I've got it back from the dealership. They got it running right with a stainless steel prop, 21 pitch, and it's a PowerTech prop. It will run 50 miles an hour. The steering gets super tight around 45. It cruises pretty well up until that point, and then things start getting real. I've never had a boat like this. I haven't been around boats other than the one that I've owned, so I don't know. But hydraulic steering gets really tight, which is good because you don't want to make any sudden maneuvers at that speed. And I just found that trying to fumble for the trim and tilt and my jack plate controls while I'm focused on driving was more than I could handle. And I want this blinker trim so I can adjust my jack plate and I can adjust my trim and tilt on this boat without having to fumble around for switches and look elsewhere, take my eyes off of the water ahead. I will say that I do have to trim the motor up substantially beyond what this gauge reads in order to get the full performance out of it. I was a little disappointed initially because it was still only going 40 miles an hour, and I trimmed that motor and it just came alive. So you're well beyond the last reading on that gauge, and man, it opened up, and she'll do 50 according to GPS, but real tight to steer at that speed. But hey, that's okay. You're not going to want to be maneuvering a lot at that speed, but I would like to be able to drop my motor back down to help slow the boat. And also, you do have to adjust. You don't get it on plane with it trimmed way out like that, so you want to be able to maneuver that while you're driving. So I think I'm going to do trim and tilt on the left and the jack plate on the right. There you go. So super easy install. I was worried at first. I took the Woodruff key out and then it slipped right on, and I was like, hey, those screw holes line up, so I don't have to drill anything. I was concerned about how I was going to mount this, but it all goes together perfectly.